Hello and welcome to this demo. In this demo, we'll learn how to use the pick branch activity to handle different situations which the robot may encounter during execution. Our use case for this demo is to explore the 3 different situations that we may encounter while downloading the monthly report from the Acme website. The 3 scenarios that we might encounter are: we're not logged in to the application. We're already logged in, but we're in the home page. We're already logged in and we're in the correct page, that is Download Monthly Report. We'll start with a pre-built project. This workflow attempts to log in to the Acme website and download the monthly report. Our objective is to explore the different situations that we may encounter when the automation runs, and to make it reliable for all 3 scenarios mentioned. To achieve this, we'll use the pick branch activity to select the appropriate path of execution based on the condition. Alright, first let's run the project and see what happens. Great, we're able to successfully log in to the Acme website. Let's rerun the file. If you observe, we're already logged into the website, and our process will try to log in again based on the activities added in the workflow. Hence, it threw an error stating that it couldn't find the UI element. Let's acknowledge the error and proceed to resolve this issue. When building automation, especially UI automation, considering different aspects of what the robot may encounter when automation runs, and using synchronization activities accordingly will help to increase the automation's reliability. To make automation work for all 3 cases, we'll use pick and pick branch activities. First, let's add a pick activity. The pick activity is a workflow control activity that allows you to monitor multiple activities and execute the first one that completes successfully. This activity is used to create workflows that involve multiple activities running concurrently and waiting for the first activity to complete before moving on to the next step in the process. The pick and pick branch activities are closely related and they're used together. Next, let's add 3 pick branch activities, corresponding to our 3 possible cases, inside the pick container. The pick branch activity is used to implement branching logic in a process flow. It enables the process flow to be divided into several possible paths, and the path to be taken is determined dynamically at runtime, based on the conditions specified. The activity waits for a specified event or condition to occur, such as the receipt of a message or the availability of a resource, and then selects the appropriate path based on the conditions defined for each path. Alright, now let's configure the first pick branch for the not logged in case. The trigger and action sections of the pick branch activity are the 2 main parts of each branch. The trigger section is where you define the condition that must be met for the branch to execute. You can use a variety of activities and expressions to specify the condition, such as checking for the existence of a file or folder, monitoring a specific event, or waiting for a particular value. When the condition is met, the branch is activated and the actions defined in the Actions section are executed. Let's add a Find Element activity in the Trigger section. The Find Element activity is used to locate a particular UI element on the screen, such as a button, text box, or link. It searches for the element based on the attributes that you specify, such as the element's name, ID, or class. Let's pause the capture and go back to the login page to indicate the login button as the element that we want to look for. The Action section is where you define the set of activities that will be executed when the condition in the Trigger section is met. You can use any combination of UiPath activities to define the actions that you want to be performed. For example, you can log a message, send an email, create a file, or interact with a user interface element. Next, inside the action block, we'll log the fact that we've not logged in to the website. Next, we need to drag and drop the login sequence within the action block. The login sequence contains a series of activities that enable the robot to log in to the website. By placing the login sequence within the action block, we ensure that it will only be executed if the robot is not currently logged in. This will help to ensure that our workflow runs smoothly and without errors. Alright, we've configured our first case. Next, let's configure the second pick branch for already logged in, but in the home page. Okay, similar to the previous case, we'll first add a find element activity to locate if we're in the home page. So, let's pause the capture, log in, and indicate the dashboard title as the element that we want to look for. Finally, we'll add activities to navigate to the Download Monthly Report page in the Action block. Let's add a Use Application or Browser activity and indicate the Acme screen. Next, let's navigate to the Properties panel and change the input mode to Simulate so that it also works in the background and keeps the execution smooth. And like the previous case, we'll add a log message indicating that we're already logged in and now navigating to the Download Monthly Report page. Next, let's add a click activity to click the Download Monthly Report option from the Reports tab, enabling hoverable element selection as the option appears only when hovering over the Reports tab. Let's also change the input mode for this click activity as same as app or browser to be consistent with what we've used for our application. Great! Now we'll configure the third pick branch to perform the further action if we're already on the Download Monthly Report page. Again, as a first step, we'll add the Find Element activity to locate if we're in the Download Monthly Report page. And indicate the Reports Download Monthly Report title as the element that we want to look for. For demonstration purposes, we'll just add a log message at the info level to confirm that we're on the correct page. Finally, we'll save our workflow. Alright, we've configured triggers and actions for all three cases. Now we can close the other browser windows and keep only one window with the Acme website open. Finally, let's run the file and see how it works. Currently, we're in the Download Monthly Reports page. Hence, we received a message in the output panel saying Correct Page. To simulate the case where we're on the home page, let's navigate back to the home page and run the file again. This time, we should see the message navigating to Download Monthly Report page as the workflow navigates to the correct page. Next, to simulate the login case, let's log out and be in the login page. If we run the file, our process logged into the website and we receive a message saying Logged in. Great, it works as expected. This brings us to an end. So, in this video, we saw how to use pick and pick branch activities to handle different situations which the robot may encounter during execution. Now, can you simulate this for other scenarios where the login is successful and one of the credentials is incorrect? Good luck! Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy automation!